we were talking to Coach Durrell a moment ago, and he said that your ability to play multiple positions is something that, of course, is attractive to NFL scouts, and that even you were getting some looks at guard. Just wondering if you could kind of break down that for us, how the day went, and also just how you kind of find scouts are looking at you in terms of tackle versus guard.
Definitely. So just, having 3 years of right and left tackle tape, I felt like the next step would be, showing my versatility as far as playing in the interior. So I've actually taken some practice snaps at guard. So, I'm comfortable playing guard. So really, I just want to showcase today my ability to play center. So taking lots of snaps. I've been snapping for the past 10 weeks. I actually got Ryan Jensen. Him and I were going on the board and stuff like that. One of our coaches helped me out. So really just, learning center IDEs, being able to communicate what I see from the center perspective, and, showing how versatile I can be regarding all 5 spots.
Barney Stapleton. Barney, you're on mute.
Okay, there we go. What is it like, William, not to have a combine in Indianapolis? Is that kind of a bummer, or is it just kind of something that you roll with, just given that this whole season's been kind of patchwork with the pandemic and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would have been cool to, go out to Indy and get that week experience of what the combine is like, just watching that as a kid all the time. But, I still got to showcase my ability. It's been a crazy couple of years. So just had to roll with this one and continue to keep it pushing.
Some of the guys like Jeremiah and Mel Kiper are calling this a really mysterious draft because there's not a lot of groupthink. Normally in a combine, you'd get a lot, you get every team there and their scouts and everybody, and groupthink is a real thing. Now everybody's kind of going back to old school and kind of developing their own ways to evaluate players. So it's going to be mysterious. I'm wondering what's it like to be on the other end of that, where maybe you can kind of like surprise some people or, that sort of thing, and kind of get to know teams that are giving you a call to kind of find out about your character and that.
Yeah, so really that's just, what I wanted to do today, to show teams that, I can play all 5 spots. I got some reps at guard, and I got some reps at majority of my reps at center. So, without the combine taking place, position work today, was a really, really big emphasis for me. So I'm glad that went well.
Thank you.
Brian.
Hey, Will, just curious about playing center. When did that start? Kind of whose idea was that to do that? And was it sort of surprising for you to have that brought up that maybe center might be your spot for the NFL?
Yeah, really just my agent and I talking after the season, just because, me being 6'3", there aren't too many, 6'3" tackles other than, Bakhtiari and Isaiah went to the Patriots. So just being able to, and like I said, I already have some reps at guard. So, playing guard isn't, a challenge for me. I can adjust that quickly. But really just the biggest, transition and the one that will take the most time would be playing center. So for about 10 weeks now, I've just been working on IDing fronts as a center, calling plays as a center, and just snapping the ball, getting out of my stance once I snap in the running game and in the pass pro, just so that, I can show my versatility and be able to play all 5 for any team that picks me.
How much has it helped learning from Ryan Jensen?
Oh, a bunch. First day it was like calculus, but as we've gone through more and more sessions, it's become a lot easier. At the end of the day, it's just football. So he's helped me out a lot. And, thank him a lot for that.
Calculus, huh? Michael Kinder.
Hey, Will, Mike Kinder from Overtime Fantasy. I just wanted to know what you've been working on the most to try to impress the NFL scouts for the upcoming draft.
I'd definitely say my center work and snapping the ball, getting a consistent snap in my run game, consistent snap in my pass game as well. Being able to show them I can move out of my stance when snapping the ball, just because I have no film of that. I have only tackle film. but I still show my versatility playing right and left on the film. But just showing them that, that I can, still be athletic at the center position is really what I wanted to do the most throughout this process.
All righty. Thank you for your time.
Thank
And
you.
Mr. Tiger.
Hey, Will, when you reflect on your time at CU, what stands out? What do you think you're going to remember about your experience in Boulder 5, 10, 20 years from now?
Definitely this past year, finally getting to go to a bowl game. Going 5 and 7 3 years in a row. We were right there every single year. Definitely think we could have been to a bowl game every year I was here, but blessed, get to experience one bowl game. So that's definitely going to stick out the most.
John Shearer.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. So I was curious, what team you think best fits your play style to land with in the NFL draft? Thank you.
Really any team. I'm willing to adjust my play style to any team, really. So I feel like in the 3 years that I've been playing, I've learned 3 different playbooks. So as far as scheme and stuff like that, I'm pretty versatile in regards to that as well. So I feel like, regardless of who picks me, I'll be able to adjust to, what their O-line coach and their OC wants.
Adam Munster Tiger.
I'm good.
Okay. Henry Chisholm.
I will. We were just talking to Mustafa, and he was telling us about how he lost some fat and gained some muscle. And I'm curious whether your body has changed at all since the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. So I've gained 5 pounds of muscle. I'm about 305 right now, so still trying to get up. I want to get to about 310. I want to stay a little bit light just for 40 purposes and whatnot. But yeah, definitely wanted to get the 310, 315 range. Come the season.
Back to Brazil and Matthew Sornella.
Thank you. William, Matheus Ornelas from Time Out Brazil. Congratulations for going for the NFL draft. You said that you're like working on the center position for.
Matt,
So for the NFL.
yeah, we lost you there in the middle. Can you re-ask that
Everything in the
question?
O-line, but in the O-line stats. Oh, sure. In the NFL, like you say that you're working center for be a guy who can do everything in the O-line. But the offensive line doesn't have so many stats for show. So what do you think that pops more about your game that the NFL can have the better look of everything you do for Colorado?
Definitely my consistency and versatility. Those are the 2 things I want to emphasize throughout my time here. Playing right and left tackle, and then just being consistent in the run game, in the pass game, and being a leader. So those are definitely some of the things that I want to leave my mark as before I left the team.
Matthews, we keep direct touchdown blocks here, and Will had a boatload of them during his career.
Thank you.
Back to Arnie Stapleton.
And William, Mustafa mentioned how glad he was to have you there, being that you didn't have all the underclassmen that would normally be at a pro day kind of rooting you on. I'm wondering what it meant to you to have Mustafa there kind of giving you support today.
Definitely. It was awesome. Really in the past, you have a crowd there, but today it was just, me, Mustafa, and a bunch of scouts. So to have someone else, be able to, cheer me on, it was definitely big. I appreciated that. I was doing the same for him. So we definitely helped each other out this weird COVID pro day.
Awesome. Thank you.
And Justin Guerrero.
Will, just aside from wanting to showcase to NFL scouts your ability to play multiple positions and you being a guy that's willing to adjust your game to whatever they're looking for, what do you want NFL scouts and teams to know about you just from a personality standpoint and work ethic and character, and what kind of guy you would be in their NFL?
Definitely, someone who loves the game of football, someone who loves to win, and, just an extremely consistent hard worker. I pride myself on consistency, discipline, and hard work. It's what got me here to Colorado in the first place, and it's what's helped me be successful in my time here. So I'm definitely, those are the things that I try to live by.
Questions for Will from the group? Will, did you have a favorite NFL team growing up or one now?
No, I don't know.
Ever had a favorite team as a child?
Growing up, I was definitely a big Dallas Tony Romo guy.